Hello everyone, my name is Ricky Macham. My last video, what I did was I tried to install all my setups, my conda setups on Ubuntu, that's a Linux distribution, using WSL, WSL2 actually, Windows subsystem for Linux. Now, some of you might not care much about, using that on your Windows machines. So I thought I should do another video to show how I would install all those stuff on my Windows machines directly, not using Ubuntu or any other Linux distributions. There are a variety of reasons why I do that. For me, sometimes I code and I want to code using Python, of course, and then I want to connect to some softwares. They just don't work through that setup that much, or it's so crazy trying to get all the setups to run. So, like, I want to send signals to my MetaTrader 5 platform to maybe read some data or send some data. It wouldn't work using via Linux. Maybe there's a way around it, but I've just not gone around doing that. So I like to sometimes have my conda distribution on my Windows directly so that I can play around with those other stuff. So I'm going to go to my browser here and just do a search. I'm gonna search for mambaforge. It's there already, and I'm going to check the one that has the GitHub, the one that's stored on the GitHub, and this is where it is. And I could just go to where mambaforge is, and this is what I want downloaded because this is for Windows. What was the problem? Okay, I'm supposed to keep the file. So I'm supposed to keep the file, if not, it's not gonna work. Alright, so now that the file has been kept, I'm gonna download everything anyway. So this is what I have. Mambaforge 23. I don't know whether that's a year, but that should be the version. So I'm going to install that. That is what I'm getting from the page. Yeah, just me practically, and this is where it's going to install it. And it is not usually recommended for this, but I sort of don't you know don't care. I don't know why it gives you that warning once in a while. Yeah, I won't mind this. Clear cache upon completion. I don't need anything stored anywhere. So I'm going to install it. The reason why I click that thing that gave me the red warning is I want to be able to connect to it via my terminal. I don't want to click on it separately. So that means that when I go on my terminal and I type conda activate, it's going to just move into my conda environment. So installed. So what am I going to do? I'm going to come here, using the terminal, and then I'll come here. Should I use a PowerShell? Yep, I should use a PowerShell. And so if I say conda activate, should be able to do something. No, it is not installed here. Let me check. Yeah, I've done this conda activate. Yep, here it is. And no, clear doesn't work here. I probably might need to install the bash shell here. I think it could work. I need to check that out so that I could use bash commands here. But for now, I think I can. I remember some of my Windows commands, so my DOS commands, so I can still do CDs the same with almost every machine. So if I want to come out of this, I can say conda deactivate, and I'll be back here to users, and users is just Ricky. All right, so conda activate. Nope, wrong spelling. This one. So CLS for clear screen here. This is mambaforge, right? If I type mamba, Yeah, so this is all the things I can do with that command mamba. I can create, I can initialize, I can install. For now, I just want to install, really. So let me clear the screen again and then do, what was the first thing we installed the last time? It was IPython, right? All right, let's check. Do I have Python installed? What Python do I have? I have Python 3.10. Same. So if I want to leave here, is a Control D, Control C. Okay, just type quit. Clear screen again. And so I can do mamba install IPython. It's gonna list out all the dependencies I need, and it's gonna ask me to verify if I need them all installed also. If it finds it, so it's looking for IPython in all these channels. Yep, it has found them, and it's saying it's gonna install all this things. So it seems to have installed matplotlib in line. I mean, it hasn't installed it yet, but it's going to install that. But that is all I have. Okay, so say yes. Now, we all know from the last installation we did that we don't have numpy, so I'm going to install numpy. I'm going to leave space here and pandas. I'm going to install matplotlib. I'm going to install jupyter. I'm install notebook. I'm going to install jupyterlab. Supposed to be one word. I'm going to install scikit-learn. I'm learning from my last mistake. I typed sklearn and it didn't install it. What else do I need? Let me just stop right now and just install that. Let me see. It's going to check all of them in all the channels it has. It's going to curate them. I think that's what it's going to do. And then it's telling me, yes, it has found them, but I need to install all these things also. Did I put install matplotlib? Did I say matplotlib? Yep, I said matplotlib. So everything is going to be there. So these are the basic things I need for doing my machine learning stuff. If I need anything like XGBoost, whatever it is, I'm going to install them later. For now, I think I'm good to go. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, there might be other libraries I might want. I might want Plotly. I might want what else? Streamlit. I might want Pedantic. Quite a number of libraries I might want to use. So when I want to use them and I don't have them, I'll just install them as I go along. Yep, I think we're done. Yeah, not so hard, is it? This one is just taking a few minutes. Just watching it install first and then. There we go. So I'm going to clear screen again, CLS. And okay, let me start with IPython. I'm always making that mistake. So I'm going to import math. So math. These are all the things I could try to do with math. So I'll try with E. It's going to give me the Euler number. Let me see. Is it going to give me the? Is it P? Nah, it's nothing like that. Is it pi? Yep. What else? Math.log, is it? 144, whatever that is. Yeah, it worked. So I took the log of 144. I don't even know if that's log to base 10 or log to base e. I really don't know. How do I know? Yeah, maybe I could try this. Sorry. Oh, I could try using one. Oh, not that. 100 instead. Yeah. So I wonder how to do math. I wonder how to do log. That is definitely not log to base 10. Let me try. There's log 2. Aha. There's log 10 here. Log 10. So this is base 10. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, never really used that. I use numpy most of the time, but even with numpy, I still have to check. So I think Control D should get us out of that. Yep, Control D is taking us out. So I'm going to clear screen again, CLS. And what else do I need to do? Yeah, then I have to launch Jupyter Lab. So I'm going to write it like this. I'm not going to put no browser because this is working directly on Windows. So it's just going to open my default browser and I will see my Jupyter Lab. There we go. So opening. Oh, it's asking me what I want. Yeah, this is nice. So if it's going to do it this way, then I can just strictly select. I'm happy it gave me this choice. So Microsoft Edge is my default browser on this laptop right now. But maybe just for my Jupyter Lab, I don't want it to use Microsoft Edge because I want Microsoft Edge to be left alone. It doesn't really make sense since I can split my tabs, but I think I'll just use the Avast secure browser. Whenever you install Avast, it always installs the browser for you. I don't know why it does that, but so I use it strictly for my for my coding. So here we go. I've successfully launched my Jupyter Lab. If I wanted to launch my notebook, I could do the same thing. Let me see. What I have to do here is sorry. Okay, cool. I don't know what was holding back. I'll do Control C to interrupt this, and I'll just clear screen. Then I'll instead of this, I'll do notebook. It's been long I use notebook, and it's going to open itself. This guy is always asking me to make it default. So this is how a notebook looks. It's been long I use a notebook, but it's not bad. So it's just to look for where I want to do something new. I could come here and do something new. I could upload a few things. I don't know if notebooks are a thing, but I mean, out of how do I put it? Due to the fact that I've been used to notebooks for a while, I just install it just out of habit, old habit that refused to die. So I'm always installing notebooks, even though I rarely open them, rarely. But I might have some use for them anytime soon. So I mean, anytime. So I still check them. So this is my desktop. This is all the stuff on my desktop, and yeah. So I don't think there's anything much to do here today. Yep, Control C and then interrupted that session, and then CLS to clear the screen so that I have it clear. And as you can see here, I have my Ubuntu setup here, and then here I have my Windows setup. So these are all two different environments, as it were. And if I want to start another one, I could come here again, and of course I'll do conda activate, and it has activated, and here we are. Okay, so I think this video is over. We can just wrap it up here. If you have any questions, just you can drop something in the comment section, stir up discussions from people. So I'm gonna do another one on Docker. So if you're interested, you know, subscribe to this channel so that when I make new videos, you get notifications. So this is all I have for this one. Bye bye.